Yo, what's good? The quiet steppers in the building. Listen, let's talk about this, bro. Let's talk about this. Mind you, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I know I read in the Bible just a few minutes ago with my mother. She let me know about it. You are happy when people pass away. It's in the Bible. I'm not citing it correctly, but the way these people are doing it now is baffling and disgusting. If you tell me, like literally, I am looking at my. Let me bring it up. I'm looking at my Twitter, right? It says Kevin Samuels passing talks with Ash. These people who are, it's black women. Bonnie, I don't know who these people are. I know they got blue checks, but I don't know them. Cody on the air. Paperboy Prince, I don't know who these people are. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie for nothing. Alright? So I see Kevin Samuels passed away yesterday. And at first I was puzzled. I'm like, he died? Cause at first I thought it was just a rumor. And then once it came out that he actually died, a chain of events happened. So the people the people who made this man famous are the same people who are talking down his name till this day. And we're going to read about what was done. So, let's see. Okay, so Kevin Samuels is dead. He specialized in male image consulting, cause of death. Now we're gonna trickle down his audio biography to see, because I never really watched any of his content, never followed him, nothing. So it says here on the website, on memesrandom.com, if you follow the career of Kevin Samuels, who describes himself as an image consultant, you know that he has built a huge following over the past 2 years by giving dating advice. First of all, what my mother has showed me and told me, you never accept dating advice from someone, even if they're older than you. If they're not in a relationship, you can't accept advice from somebody who's single. That don't make no sense. Like, how can you take somebody's advice and they single, but you married? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And then, Kevin Samuels, there's ones where he's diminishing males, diminishing black women majority of the time. And these are just words being put onto you. And what people do not seem to realize is that these are opinions. There are people who won't like you for who you are, who won't accept you. If you can't take being called names, you might have to get out of the entertainment business. Let's be real. Let's be honest. You got to get out of the entertainment business. Like, for battle rap, for instance, you got to take the punches for the punches. There are no rules in it. You can talk about, in battle rap, I'm talking battle rap. You can talk about people's dead parents, kids, you can talk about all that. Baby mamas, you being a baby dad, whatever, it don't matter. Nothing's off limits. They coming for the jugular. The message often denigrates women, and some of his most famous YouTube videos are, how much do you cost to submit? Modern women are average at best. Why don't you get married? Obviously, all you need to play the role of a relationship expert is a fancy suit and glasses. Earlier this year, he received Future's final co-signature, which should tell you everything you need to know. And let's talk about what was, let me see what it says. So, it was said that obviously all you need to play the role of a relationship expert is a fancy suit and glasses. Isn't that what is going on in America? You got all these people, all these doctors, like Dr. Fauci, who's a doctor, but he's telling you how to handle your body. He's telling you how to do this and that, and the third. Right? Exactly. All it takes is fancy suit, glasses, and learning. You can learn it for 1-2 years and be an expert. Let's see. So, Samuel sparked controversy last week when he said unmarried women aged 35 were considered leftover women. That is not good in the least. I wouldn't call a woman who's 35 a leftover woman. That's not very appetizing, to say the least. I'm not here to bash women. I'm not here to talk down on women. Like, this is literally my first time even talking on this man, because the people that hated on him when he was alive, they are still hating, and he is not here anymore. So they stayed on the hating roller coaster, and when he passed away, rest in peace, it skyrocketed. So the people who are talking about him are being malicious. So, Samuels himself is 56, twice divorced, and currently single. But somehow, he and all men are excluded from this logic, despite data showing that single and childless women are the happiest segment of the population. The self-proclaimed influencer still expresses his deep-seated contempt for us. Statements like these reinforce the sexist belief that we alone carry the burden and stigma of being single. Not to mention, black women are often reminded of the discriminatory nature of modern dating. So, let's talk about that. So, what I read, let me see. Let me go to Facebook. Because, hold up. Let me get to it. So, person on Facebook said they can say what they want about Kevin Samuels, but it's only one way to prove Uncle Kev wrong, and that's by getting a man to marry you. So time will tell who was right or wrong, and we ain't gonna forget either. I'm personally keeping score of who talking shit. Kevin, 1,244,877 wins. Angry black women, 3. This was somebody's tweet. This was somebody's Facebook post, not my words. Letting you know that. And we gonna have to. You go to the comments. The comments. Let me see. Here goes a woman. She said, if sticking to a screwed up marriage for the sake of not being labeled as damaged goods, leftovers, etc., ooh wee, a lot of these marriages real flawed out here. Call me whatever floats your boat. I'm over 35 and perfectly content not settling for whatever. I understand the not settling, but let me see. Oh shoot. Where'd it go? I understand they're not settling, but there will come a time when, as you get older, your feelings will start to change. When you notice that your house is not a home. And once you realize that your house is not a home, because you don't have unity, which is crazy. Because that brings me to the conclusion of, let me see, it was this video where I made a comment. Oh, shoot. Where is it at? Let me see. Some are mourning, others are happy that this man is dead. Crazy. How is half of the world mourning and the other half is happy? Kevin Samuel still had family at the end of the day. Don't matter how you slice and dice it, he had family at the end of the day. And that is someone's child, someone's son, someone's grandson, great grandson. Brings me to this. It was I watched this video of Sue Surf has a conversation with these two females. They talking about relationships. I don't know their relationship status. No care about it. I'm not an expert. I'm a very opinionated person. I do a lot of research. And so the when I saw them talking, they were talking about, yeah, we can be together, but be separate in separate houses. You know what that means? He pay bills, she pay bills. That's more bills that comes in to the unity that's trying to get created. And then I said, y'all need to stop messing with city girl type women, because I'm married, going on my 2nd year, and they don't even know how relationships work. Why would you live separately in 2 different houses instead of coming together in one household, building an empire that way? How you gonna build on a false foundation? It's not solid. It's not together. And let me see. Let me go to Twitter. Dang. Somebody tweeted, OMG, this Jack Harlow album is ass. That's crazy. Alright, so there is a post. These are the ones celebrating Kevin Samuels' death. 2 gifts. Crazy. Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health journey. That's crazy. What else? Hold up. 1 second. 1 second. So, Kevin Samuels, who was given a reality check for women and men, have allegedly passed away. And people are being nasty. Wow. These are the same people that praised Will Smith's slap, then was silent when he lost everything. Fickle people, man. That's crazy. How you praise a man who smacked Chris Rock, but you happy that a man passed away. This world is desensitized. This world is desensitized. Alright? Here's another tweet. Daphne at CelebriD. It's disgusting that people are laughing at Kevin Samuels allegedly being dead. Y'all hate the fact that he is blunt. Even if you will disagree with him, people agree to do his show. The same people that are throwing shade on Kevin Samuels, y'all agreed to be on this man's show, and then you get mad at what he tell you? He got to know something. Twice divorced, he got to know something. They chose to ask him for a rating. This is a sad and pathetic world. Alright, what else? Let me see. Somebody made a GIF. On the left side it says, on the left side they got Kevin Samuels. On the other side, I don't know who. 1 down, 1 to go. These are the memes. This person, so it says, meanwhile, in these private Facebook groups that hide because they know I will expose them, the hate is real. Luckily, the person who sent me this sent the chick's info. This is a woman. These are women. Let's see if she will come on my show today, since she thought this was funny. Let me see. This is what all you Kevin Samuels haters' relationships look like. Oh. Let me see. What else? Somebody said Kevin Samuels just told women and men to get their shit together. His honesty will be missed. So, the controversial YouTube personality Kevin Samuels suffers a apparent heart attack in Atlanta. So, rumors have been circulating on social media that controversial YouTube personality Kevin Samuels has died. Here's what we know as of now. Atlanta police said they were called to an apartment on Spaces Ferry Road Thursday morning. Police said that a woman who was with Samuels said she came to his apartment and spent the night. In the morning, he complained of chest pain. The woman told police that as she tried to help him, he fell on top of her. She called 911 and also asked her front desk for a defibrillator because she is a nurse. When the police got to the scene, paramedics were performing CPR on Samuels, who was unresponsive. Samuels was rushed to the Piedmont Hospital Atlanta police would only confirm that he was taken to the hospital. His current condition is unclear. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office told Channel 2 Action News that they could not confirm or deny Samuel's death. On his website, Samuels advertises his company as the Premier Image consultancy designed exclusively for men who want an upgrade on their appearance, from shopping to grooming, suits to shorts, streets to the broad boardroom. We help great guys look and feel their best. Don't let fear of the unknown stop you from making a great change in your life. That was said on that on that Yahoo website. I'm trying to find like tweets of women who are just throwing the shade on Kevin Samuels. This Black Privilege podcast said Kevin Samuels was talking to men more bluntly and harshly compared to women for years. Yet, it's very few men happy about his death. It's a bunch of sad, bitter women, and it's pathetic. You're only proving his point and exposing your evil. Let's see these. Okay. All right. So, where we at? Where we at with it? So, the black, hold up, J underscore Kalucha 77 said, this is a world where women are already treated harshly and it didn't need more of the same. A white person and a black person experiencing racial prejudice won't have the same impact because one group is more susceptible to it, obviously. Let's not be silly. Then they replied, men, women, black, white, etc. all go through the harshness of life. You're not shielded from it, no matter what your background. Yeah, so I'm not really in the loop of what Kevin Samuels stood on. Let's see. Here goes a tweet. So it shows a GIF. It says 2022. If you cried about her passing and celebrated him passing, you ain't black. Basically, the people who are celebrating that he passed, you ain't black. If you cried about Betty White dying, you ain't black. This is a gift. Black Alpha Net W1 says the same black folks that were just crying over her passing are the same ones celebrating his. The off code is real. How you gonna celebrate Betty White passing, but how you gonna cry about Betty White passing, but you gonna celebrate when he passed? Make it make sense. If God really took Kevin Samuels and left us with these mofos, which I'm looking at the gift, Megan Thee Stallion, Jada Pinkett, Amber Heard. These are all gifts. And then, to be disrespectful, this person tweeted Kevin Samuels, you're going to die alone. God. With a reverse card. Just to let you know, Acid underscore Anna 333, everyone dies alone. We don't share a casket with anybody in the world. We are going to be in that casket and be turned into fertilizer at the end of the day. Our soul lives on. Everybody dies alone. No one dies together. It don't matter if You in a room and everybody dies in that room. Y'all all going somewhere else. Y'all not going the same way. And then someone said, just because someone passes away, it doesn't erase their bad deeds or awful personality from the living. I would not mourn over someone who did not respect my black queens. Stop asking BW for sympathy. Stop asking black women for sympathy when we are given none when we need it. We aren't doing this. Somebody said the irony of Kevin Samuels making a career out of telling black women they die single and alone, yet that's how he died. Not celebrating, but be careful how you treat people when you're alive. R.I.P. to him. It doesn't matter. Listen, you can be married, you can be poly, you can have a boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. In all those ways of life, you still die alone. It don't matter who you with on this earth. You still die alone. That's the irony of it. You can be a good person, bad person, sad person, mad person, happy person. It's Rebecca Starr said, black women who are reveling in joking, praising the death of Kevin Samuels proves that he's right. In levels of toxicity, delusion, hate, anger, and evil that you carry. Newsflash, even though he died, you're still going to be fat and unmarried the most if you don't work on you. And you know what's funny? A black woman tweeted this. Does that not grind your gears? What I'm reading and what I'm saying was said by a black woman. She said some type of expert activist, auntie, like you gotta understand. Okay, so 62 Rookie said, what's crazy is that Kevin Samuels was trying to help black people get married in this wild dating age. He told black men and women to be realistic about their standards and self-improve. Because when I be hearing about people talk about relationships in the spaces, live, their standards for men, standards for women are too high. They want somebody making 6 figures. They don't want to work. Blah, blah, blah. Like, so you want the man to come in, pay all your bills, and you don't do nothing? Not even my wife. She works. I work. We both work in the house. But there will come a time when she doesn't work. That's in 2 years. In 2 years, I'll be 30. I turn 28 this year, September 22nd. And as I grew up as a kid, I was never outside. My mom, she kept me inside the house because of the way she was living. And while everybody was outside having fun, I was inside reading, learning from the Britannica, the old dictionary, and writing theses and papers in elementary, middle school, high school. If I got in trouble, I have to write a paper. I have to pull a random word out of the dictionary and write a paper about that word. And growing up, From when I was born to 21, I was working on myself the entire time. I wasn't worried about no woman. I wasn't worried about having friends. I was worried about my hog killing, which my dad would say. And I worked on self-improving myself before I found the woman for me. And then, where I'm at now, we are straight. Like, we only have a minimal amount of bills, so there's not really a financial crisis because I'm gonna make sure, and she gonna make sure us as a team gonna get it. Oh, here is Trouble in Mind, I'm pretty sure, and it says for colored girls. They replied, wouldn't celebrate the death of this man, but let's not forget him tearing down black women to the point where some may have wanted to kill themselves, feeling that their lives were of no value and not wanted. Something that black women already feel in this world. And here's a quote stated by Malcolm X. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. For my wife, she's not included in this. I make sure she's respected. I make sure she's protected. And she's never neglected. I go to war about mine. I be on Kevin Gates time. To be honest with you. Okay. Here, somebody else said, a huge red flag is being overly defensive when addressed with truth and criticism. Kevin held up the mirror to a lot of people who embody this and couldn't deal with accountability. Thank God for men like him. May his legacy live on forever. These are not my words. I'm reading this strictly off Twitter. I don't look at Kevin Samuels as my dad. I have a dad. My dad is alive and well. If I want to get criticized, I would call that guy. He's criticized me every time I call. And then somebody named King Jagger said, it's crazy people celebrating rumors of Kevin Samuels' death. But then again, we just went through 2 years of people wishing death on strangers who wouldn't comply with taking the vaccine. Just because you disagree with someone's opinion doesn't mean you should want them dead. Now let's read the comments. You have a choice. If you disagree with him, you can choose silence. That's always an option. People seem to forget about. It's unfortunate if anyone passes away. They are still human, and are living people in the world that care dearly for them. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Unfortunate whenever anyone leaves their loved ones behind too soon, no matter his views, he's still human. He was a relationship counselor. If anything, his goal was to help people be real with themselves and find love. I pray for healing for all families involved. Then this lady said he was a detriment to the black community. R.I.P. though. Then somebody said, how so? He had people of the black community calling into every show seeking advice. Over 1 million followers. The same women that was hating on him were the same ones that were calling in on his show seeking advice on why I can't get a man, why I can't get this, this. Over 1 million followers, helped black couples get married, and had black women thanking him for his advice on numerous occasions. So that's all I got to say about it. That's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. Be right back.